He had 0 zippy fumbles, the most touches ever by a rookie without a fumble in NFL history. And this is nothing new for Najee. According to Pro Football Focus, he only lost 1 fumble on 719 touches during his 4-year college career at Alabama. Bottom line, he protects the football. He was second in the NFL among rookies in touchdowns behind only Bengals receiver Jamar Chase. Harris had 10 touchdowns, 7 rushing, 3 receiving. His 1,667 yards from scrimmage were the most by a rookie this season and 4th most in the NFL. We now welcome in Steelers running back Najee Harris. Big news on Thursday. Ben Roethlisberger announcing his retirement after 18 seasons in Pittsburgh. Won 2 Super Bowls. You've played with great quarterbacks from Tua Tagovailoa to Mac Jones in college to Big Ben in the pros. What are you looking for in a quarterback?
Well, I think, like you said, I play with all of them. All of them has their own traits. All of them has their own talents. I think one thing that for me, what I'm looking for is somebody like who's a grinder, and who's willing to stay late and study and really, learn the ins and outs of the playbook and maximizing his players on the team. A leader. I think that there needs to be, for me, I would want somebody who wants to win and who's competitive, just like me. I think that's with all those quarterbacks that I played against. That's something that they had. But I think the main thing is you want a competitor. And I think, if you have a competitor there, not only will he drive, himself to be good, but he'll drive the whole team. And we'll all, come together and win games.
Who fits that mold for you? Who do you want to be the next quarterback in Pittsburgh?
Man, so there's names that pass through my mind. Obviously, if I don't really know the scenarios of everything, but we could. Deshaun Watson's always in there. Aaron Rodgers, I obviously I like. I don't know how far is he into coming close to retirement, but he was somebody I think too. Even guys like if we get Jimmy G, I like him too. But just a guy who wants to come in there and compete. I think that will fit the offense and fit the the games for sure. I just love the game really much, and whoever's over there. I'm just happy to play with whoever.
You just named 3 pretty big names: Deshaun Watson, Aaron Rodgers, who's a future Hall of Famer, and Jimmy Garoppolo, who's going to be playing this weekend. If you had to pick from one of those 3 guys to lead the Steelers rest of way here throughout your career, who would it be?
I wouldn't, I don't think it really would matter who really, just because I just love the sport, and I just want somebody who's back there and ready to compete. And I think we all as a team could rally around that person who's willing to stay late and compete and really help us win games.
All 3 of those guys could help you win games for sure. We'll see if one of those guys ends up in Pittsburgh, but it will be interesting to see what the Steelers do in the offseason at the quarterback position. You're certainly on the path to the Hall of Fame. You set the Steelers' rookie rushing record, passing Hall of Famer Franco Harris, a record that stood since 1972. Both Franco Harris, Jerome Bettis, you know how big they are in the organization. They're both super impressed with you. And just playing there, the Steelers franchise is known for 2 things. And look, as a Browns fan, I know what the Steelers stand for: dominant defense and tough running backs. Do you feel like you were born to be a Pittsburgh Steeler?
I honestly think I am, though, to be honest with you. I couldn't be any more happy with the fit I'm at and where I got selected at. I think it all happened for a reason. I watch the Steelers a lot. Like you said, in this organization, it's really shaped around, well, I guess the running back position is always a big deal in there. And, when I came there, I seen it, they made that known, the fan support, and really just everybody talking about just their tradition there. So I think for sure that I fit that. I'm really excited, because I'm a competitor, and I feel like that's just a challenge, to put that crown on you, no matter how heavy it is. I'm always willing to wear it.
How do you feel like the fans have embraced you in Pittsburgh?
Man, The fans embrace me pretty good, man. Not everybody's too excited about drafting a running back in the first round. So, obviously there's some fans, who wasn't too happy. And there was a lot of fans, who were, but I'm just there to help win games and hope to make all the fans happy about the pick they did. I hope they are. If not, I'm still going to show everybody that it was the right pick. Not only that, but I'm willing to just to come here and help the team win. I'm an ultimate competitor. I do think that those are the best fans that I've been around. And I went to Alabama, but those fans are just, they're so special, and it's a lot of them everywhere. It's the whole organization, the whole fan base is crazy. It's worldwide. So even in Mexico, I talked to a lot of Mexico a lot, and the fans out there, they probably bigger than some out here in America. So shout out to them. But yeah, man, that's the best fans for sure.
Yeah, well, the fans can get some trading cards with you on it, and you're joining us on behalf of Panini. And for our viewers, you can follow the brand on all the social channels at Panini America. Najee, what's it like to see yourself on a trading card?
Dog, it's crazy for sure. To see my face on a trading card, I used to see a lot of baseball cards when I was little, and for me to be on one of them, actually a lot of them, it's crazy. I stayed up until 4 a.m. actually here signing all these cards and stuff like that. So just for me to see all of them and all the designs and stuff that they have, and the little kids just looking at those, and I'm just thinking like dang, I used to be one of these kids right here. So it's an honor and privilege for sure to be in this position. I'm always excited. I'm always happy just to even be here where I'm at from where I started. So it's a blessing.
One of the stats that should be on the back of that card, they always talk about the back of the baseball card, what's on the back of the baseball card, how you judge the guy, what's on the back of a football card. Well, you had 381 touches in the regular season. No fumbles, 0, zippy. How does that happen?
Zippy. Well, I guess it happens by ball protection for me is really, really key. And not only that, but ball protection for a running back should be important because, if you're a guy, who wants to be a workhorse and wants to protect the ball, or who wants to, get the ball a lot because you feel like you could be a game changer, protecting the ball is huge, man. You got to have the organization and the coaches and the GM and the owners believe that, all right, he'll take care of the ball if we give it to him. So for me, that's always big. I don't wear no protections on my arms. Because I feel like that's just a way that a fumble could happen. But it's a big thing for me.
Ball protection. I mean, you've been doing it back in your days in Alabama. It's incredible to see what you've been able to do from Alabama now to your rookie season in the NFL. In the regular season finale, beat the Ravens in overtime, and then post game, Mike Tomlin is dancing on IG Live. What'd you think of his moves?
Hey, that was the best thing. That was one of the best moments of all my rookie year, of all just playing, I think, in my football. That was so funny because he's just such an energetic guy, and he's such a lovable person that the whole team just wants to play for him. Because that's his energy every day. So when I saw that video, man, I was rolling in my seat, man, and just I love that dude so much because he just keeps it real, and he's enjoying what he does. When somebody's enjoying what he does, that makes you even more happier, and it just makes me more excited to play for somebody like that.
You went from Nick Saban in college to Mike Tomlin in the pros. Two of the best coaches in football history. How would you compare the two?
I get that question asked a lot, and that's actually a pretty good question. But they're different, but they're the same. And what reasons are they're the same is they both want to win, and they both has a tradition at their program. Like I said, tradition is underrated. I was talking to you before. I think that's an underrated thing, but tradition is so important, and organizations like football because it's a standard that you got to play as, and the next guy coming in like me, this is the standard that you got to play at. This is the Steeler way. This is the Alabama Crimson Tide way. This is the way that a Steeler or athletes playing for the Crimson Tide is supposed to play. This is how we want to be, dominance. You got to be durable. You got to be, competitive, and you got to never quit. Those are the standards for Steeler, and those are standards for Alabama. Whereas the difference is I think they go about their way of their coaching different. Saban's more of a, you know, business. You know what I mean? You know, he's gonna get everything out of you. Mike T is more of like, you know what I mean, I'm gonna get to know the player, you know what I mean, know a lot about him, know a lot about him. Obviously, you want the same competitiveness out of you, but you know, he's gonna have a little bit more fun with it. You know what I mean? Obviously, is what you saw too on the video. So they go about it in different ways, but they all want the same thing out of the athlete.
All about culture. All right, time now for the Geico 15-second statement. Najee, you helped Alabama win 2 national championships, now looking to lead the Steelers to a Super Bowl title one day. As for this year, who do you think wins the Super Bowl?
I'm a Niner fan, so I'm gonna go with the Niners on that end. And not only that is because they're Niners is a really good team. Their defense is good. You know, they got a lot of playmakers on offense. I really like Debo. He's, you know, I mean, he's a Swiss Army knife, man. You could put him anywhere. Mismatching when you put him in the backfield, and he's one-on-one with a linebacker in the option route, slots, have him open space. You know, I mean, that much space he could work with, and even just being you know, out wide and just getting that one-on-one coverage. I mean, this guy right here, you know, he's really good. And obviously, I like Trent Williams. I like that old lineman who's a dog like that. So they have a really good team. I think they're going to win that one. The Bengals and the Chiefs, though, man. Bengals is pretty good. You know that. But so is the Chiefs. You know, they both got really high-powered offenses. They both got a lot of playmakers. Both got good quarterbacks. You know, the Bengals is a really good young team. And the Chiefs is, you know, experienced and really good too. You know, this is like their prime in a way. You know, I think it's going to come down in that game of who makes the best plays in the key moments, because they're both going to score. I think they know that. The defense got to step up really big, but I think that they know that they're both going to score. But it's who makes the plays when it matters most. That's what happened last game when they played. And if I were to pick one, man, for some reason, man, I go with the Bengals, man. I think that they're gonna be in the Super Bowl, and the Niners are gonna win.
Niners are going to win the Super Bowl. You know who was on HQ about a month ago was Deebo Samuel, and he said, yeah, we're going to win the Super Bowl. So now Deebo says we're winning the Super Bowl, and now Najee Harris is saying the 49ers are going to win the Super Bowl. So, I mean, you got to make this happen, right? You got to root them on to victory.
Yeah, I'm going to root them on, man. I'm rooting them on for sure. At my house while I'm kicking my feet up, chilling. I ain't going to the game for sure. But I'll be there for moral support, and I'm wearing my Kaepernick jersey, man, and start chilling.
All right. Hey, one last question. I'll trade you Baker Mayfield for TJ Watt. Who says no?
Who says no? Listen, man, you wouldn't have to worry about me. You got to worry about every Steeler fan in the world. That's what you got to deal with, man. Listen, I'm gonna be merely just a peasant if that ever happens. Every Steeler fan, Mike T, everybody, they're going to come after whoever made the deal, and they're going to terrorize that place, something vicious. So, you know, I wouldn't give them up. You know what I mean? Obviously, I don't make those decisions, actually, so I'm not going to put myself in that. But shout out to the Steelers, man.
Well, hey, thanks for playing along, because I told you I'm a lifelong Browns fan, but I say this with the utmost respect, Najee. Wish you the best of luck next season.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate the time. Enjoy the offseason, Najee.
All right.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.